Greetings from the Office of Disability Services. Over the next few minutes, I'll review for you the cooperative process for students to utilize testing accommodations. This process involves you, your students, and the Office of Disability Services. Extended time on tests and reduced distraction are two of the most commonly used accommodations. The process for a student to use these accommodations involves multiple steps and cannot be completed without your assistance. Step 1. Students who are eligible for testing accommodations will bring you a pink accommodation plan with extended time on tests and/or reduced distraction marked on the body of the form. Attached to the accommodation plan will be a specialized testing brochure similar to the one on this slide. We ask that you take the time to review the brochure to gain an understanding of the process and what is expected from all participants. This will facilitate a smooth implementation of the process. Step 2. Having an accommodation available does not mean the student must use the accommodation every time. As students become aware of tests or quizzes, they must first decide if they want to use the accommodation. If they do, they should first ask you, their instructor, if you'll be able to provide them with the accommodation. For example, some instructors will tell their students to come in early to class or to stay late if additional time is needed. Alternatively, you may arrange for your student to take the test in another classroom or, if possible, in your office. This is Plan A. We call this Plan A because if you are proctoring the test, you'll be available to answer or clarify questions students may have regarding the test. If students take the test with our office, however, we are not able to answer questions or make clarifications because we don't know when we may be giving away an answer. We are aware, however, that you are not always able to make these arrangements. This is why we have a Plan B. If you're unable to proctor the student's test, the student should go to ODS, or Office of Disability Services, to make an appointment with their learning specialist. We ask for 5 days advance notice so we have time to schedule the test or quiz and time to obtain the test or quiz from you. If the student does make an appointment to take the test with ODS, he or she should present you with a yellow half sheet of paper called a testing notification that lists the testing details. Upon receiving the testing notification, please note the date and time the student will be taking the test. You should also write on the notification the length of time the class has to take the test, so that we know how to adjust the student's time allowance. Please also complete the box at the bottom of the form indicating where you would like us to send the test. Alternatively, you may indicate if you would prefer to pick the test up. Although it may seem like a good idea for you to proactively send us tests for all of your students who are eligible for testing accommodations, we ask that you do not do this for the following reasons. First, tracking tests when they are not accompanied by a testing permit is a cumbersome process. Second, students have a choice in the matter as well as a responsibility to make an appointment. Third, when a student elects not to use the accommodation but we have a test, we then have to track down the unused test and return it for test security reasons. Although these items may not seem like a big deal, please remember that we work with about 800 students who each have up to 5 classes. The cumulative impact can cause a tremendous amount of time and frustration. We appreciate that you are also very busy and have a large student load, but for the benefit of the student, we do ask that you follow the procedures outlined. And Step 3. After the student has completed the test with our office, we will either place the completed test in the student's ODS file for you to pick up, or we'll mail the test to you via campus mail, depending on what you indicated on the testing notification form. As always, we thank you for your time, effort, and assistance. We look forward to working with you and ask that you contact us if you have any questions or concerns. You may reach us by calling 508-678-2811. Our Fall River extension is 2955. Our Attleboro extension is 2996, and in New Bedford you can reach us at extension 4011. In Fall River, we're located in the L Building, room 109, in Attleboro, room 115, and in New Bedford, room 150. Thank you.